Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick alternative for a couple things from the Batter Up Paper Pumpkin Kit. And I happened to see online that someone had actually made some treats out of the cards. So remember, you can order Paper Pumpkin at fabulousstamper.com. And it's an all-inclusive kit using, this one came with 9 cards. Usually it comes with cards or some kind of 3D craft. Every single month, it has everything you need to make a project. And here are the 3 cards that it came with. And you see they're cuter than you would think when you're just looking at the pictures. They turn out really nice and they're really great. They had a bunch of, it comes with the stamp set that says you're the best and, all-star brother, all-star mom, grandpa, uncle, you're the greatest of all time. There's lots of really cool sentiments, really sweet sentiments. Oh, that's a little piece of garbage. And so these were perfect. It came with these little baseballs and these little jersey cards. They were just really nice, cute little cards. But I thought it would be fun to do a little alternative for them. So what I did is I took the card bases, and we'll start out with the Kit Kat first. I took the Sunburst card base, which is this card base right here. I took this basic card base here, and I cut it. I cut it to, let's see, I cut it to 7 inches. So I cut the, what's it called? I cut it to 4 inches, 4 inches long, so I trimmed off a big piece from the top. So 4 inches wide, I'll make it 4, but I kept the sunburst. Just be careful how you cut it because you want to make sure you keep a lot of the sunburst. I didn't want to trim off too much of that. And then I cut it to 7 inches wide, okay? And all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your, where's my dimensionals? Okay, I just had my dimensionals. Hang on a sec. I literally just had them. That's what I get. For starting my, hey, I'm on the fly. Okay, I'll find them in a minute. Okay, so, and Terran tape. I need some Terran tape for this. So I cut it, and you see it still has that card fold. So what I recommend is you're just gonna wrap this around your candy bar. And you see, I try to even keep that little fold. I don't score it a second time because what I find is if you score it a second time, it's kind of hard to get the candy bar in, 1. And 2, it's also just kind of makes it like, what if the Kit Kat's a little larger or smaller? They tend to be perfectly regular, we know, but every so often you'll score it and it'll be just off. And so I use this score line to stay. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit of Terran tape on this edge here and wrap it around. That's it. So it was just a little cut and a little Terran tape along the edge. You can also use the Stamp and Seal Plus or even the white glue, the white Tombow glue or hot glue. I'm just using this because I can, and you're just gonna hold it as tight as you can. You could also tape it. You could also tape it down so that it doesn't move, but I'm gonna see if I can do it without taping it. Yeah, you just try and get it as even as possible on the edge. Whoops, it might be better if I tape it. Let's see, no? I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but that way you can also still slide it out and it's still nice and snug, okay? And then I'm just gonna attach some dimensionals here and pop this right on the top because I just thought it was a really fun, sweet, way to, decorate this and add a couple, oh, here we go. Here's my dimensional. Here's some dimensionals. I don't know where my other package is. I threw a bunch of things down by accident, dropped them all. So I'm going to put them a little closer to the center as opposed to being on the edges, just because, this rounded part, you don't want it to be too far off to the side. Okay. And so these were just quick. And I thought for baseball, it was I don't know how many baseball cards I'd need to give away So this is actually perfect. It's more, I'd probably give away these little candies more than I would, the actual cards, you know? So, so then we'll take this other one. This is the wood grain card, which I don't have a blank one handy, but I have this one here. So this is the wood grain card base. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut off the wood grain piece, and you're gonna set this white piece off to the side. You see, I have the white piece off to the side here, and you're just gonna set that aside and use that for another project. Then you're gonna take your striped, red and yellow striped piece, and you're gonna pop that on here. I'm gonna put some tear and tape on it, and I'm just not even gonna trim it. I'm just gonna tear and tape on the back of this. Oh, and I was gonna put some stickers on that too. Hold on, let me put some tear and tape on this. Tear and tape is a really strong double-sided tape. It's perfect for 3D projects. It's also very affordable. I think this is $7 for this big roll. Look at all that tape. That's a lot of tape for $7. We have other adhesives, like I said, and this one is a little fiddly, but I have to say for affordability, it's really nice. I'm not gonna pretend that it's really a good quality. And so all I did, oh, and this piece, this brown piece is 4 1/4 because it's a card front. And then I trimmed it to 4 1/2. So this is 4 1/4 card front. And then it's a wood grain. It's really hard to see the grain in the video. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's a very subtle wood grain. It's not as dark as it could be. And then I'm just gonna place my red and yellow stripe. I was gonna evenly place it here so that it had just a nice little, yeah, there we go. And you're gonna wrap it around the candy bar, so even if it's a little crooked, it won't matter, because once you wrap it around the candy bar, no one will notice it. And so then, same thing, I'm gonna wrap it around my candy bar, and see, because I put the tear and tape, this red won't pop up as much. And then I'm gonna put some tear and tape along this edge here, and then tightly wrap it around that. Okay. You could use hot glue too. I've used hot glue. You got to be careful with hot glue because you don't want to use it too, you want to use it on the outside of the card and not too much because you don't want to melt your candy bar. But I mean, I've used it, to make other creations. Oh yeah, there we go. And so we just get it just as far as it can go. And see, now it'll slide out nicely. It almost looks like a little bat. It's cute. And then I'm just gonna add this all-star to the side here with some dimensionals. I might actually, you know what I might add? Let me see, do I wanna add some string? No, I think that's good. I think it's good as is. I do wanna add some of those stickers because I do think that adds a nice little dimension. Okay, and so that's cute. So these are just the shapes that come in the package. These are on a sheet like this. They come all on a sheet here, and I just popped them off. I popped off that yellow piece. I'm gonna pop off I popped out all these pieces and used almost all of them except for the base, except for home plate on the candy bars. And so I have these cute little stickers that came with the kit. There they are. And so I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna put one on here and a yellow one, I think, down here on this. And I want one more, I think. I think I'll put another yellow one like over here, okay? So just put a little, it's fun, just a fun little, you could give these to the kids I don't know if you can give them to the kids at the soccer field, but it might be a fun treat. You could also give it to friends at work during, baseball season or whenever. So there you go. Oh, and this one I wanted to add a couple here. I wanted to add a couple red ones. Okay. And yeah, So, I mean, and it slides right out. So it's nice. I always like to add 3. I just like that odd number. Okay. And then I have this last one, which is for the Hershey bar. So for this last one, I took the striped card base. As you can see, I took the full striped card base. This is what they wanted you to do with the card. And I took it and I trimmed off a piece of that white. And so I trimmed it to 6 inches. Yeah. So this is the full 5.5, and this is 6 inches. And all I'm gonna do is wrap it around the candy bar like we did with the Kit Kat. And I actually think I'm gonna use that little edge. I like that little edge. I feel like it's fine that it gives that one little piece. Put my tear and tape down there. It's okay that there's a little bit of white on the back showing. I'm not too worried about that little bit of white. And I decorate after I have the bar in because I know that I can get it centered just right on the piece of candy that I'm making. I could try and decorate this piece first and then wrap the bar. But the problem when you do that is that you're taking a risk that every bar will be perfectly symmetrical and you'll get it wrapped perfectly symmetrically. And so even if I maybe make a mistake on this little bar, or if say one of the bars that I wrap comes out a little bit crooked, like this side over here on the right is just a touch crooked, it's a little bit down. I only notice that because I do this all the time, you know, and pay attention to measurements and stuff. But, you know, most people wouldn't notice it at all. And so all I'm going to do here is I'm going to add some glue, put this down. I'm going to put the bats and the baseball on here. But you see, because now that it's fully wrapped, I can get this perfectly even. I don't have to worry. And I'm just going to use tear and tape again because I've got it out. But I could have used my white glue here on this piece. But I think I'm just going to use a little piece of tear and tape just because I have it out. And I'm just going to put it off to the side because I think I want my baseball here. And I want my all-star over there. Yeah, so I need to make sure there's enough room for the baseball. I'm gonna put it just about in the center. Okay, it's just a little accent. And then I'm gonna put these on dimensionals. And I love these little bats. I just think they turn out fun. And so I think I want, let's see. I kind of like everything up on dimensionals. I think it gives a fun, and you can even add another little tag. Oops, this is coming down. I'm gonna have to put some more tear and tape on that, get it to stay down. I think I didn't press it hard enough. Let me put some more down. Make sure it doesn't come up. Good news is I can always take more glue, and at the very worst, I get some hot glue. It should stay down because tear and tape really is strong. I think I just didn't press it hard enough. I'm surprised it popped up, genuinely. Yeah, this one's staying down, yeah. So I think this one was just needed a little extra glue across the bottom there. You could even ask, they have little tags that came with the kit. So I could even take one of these little tags that came with the kit and put All-Star Friend, All-Star Mom, you know, and put that on there as well. But I don't think I will. I like the idea of just giving it to a friend is just because. I definitely want this baseball over here. The bats, I think I'm going to have to decide on. They might be a little trickier to place. I definitely want the baseball there. So, I got to be careful because I don't want to put too many, yeah, and have it go off the edge. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay, and I think I want just a couple. Let me put a couple across the middle here. I don't know if I need too many, yeah, because I don't want it to fall off the edge there. I think I can put one more here. That way I know it's super secure. All right. And I like this. I could stop with here with just this, But there's something, I just like having these little bats on here. I think it's fun to have the bats across the middle here. So do I want them on dimensionals or do I want them just kind of fold? Let me see. Maybe one bat. Oh, that looks better. Okay, there we go. So I'm putting one across this part of the ball and one off to the, let me put this one on first. I'll use, again, a little bit of tear and tape on the end here. Just use what I have out. Don't need much tear and tape on this tiny thing. But how fun is that? Just some cute little, I don't think I'll get any glue on that side. I mean, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna peel off the tear and tape. It probably just needed a glue dot, to be honest. This might be a little too much glue on the edge here. It'll definitely stick down. So I just kind of folded over the extra piece of tear and tape. See, it's just a glue strip, a double-sided glue strip. So let me go ahead and put this like this across. And then, oops, let me press that down. There we go, now it's pressed down. And then I'm gonna put this one across here. Do I want it? Yeah. I don't know if I want it on, no, I think I'm gonna put it on the edge of the baseball here. So I'll put another little piece of tear and tape on the edge there. Just a tiny piece. And I'm not even gonna cover the entire baseball edge. You see I'm putting it off to the side so that, because a little bit of the bat's gonna come off the edge of the ball there. So just enough to get it to stick. And you know, someone's gonna eat it and probably throw away these little decorations, but this would be fun for a baseball themed party even. That would be fun. There we go, fun. And so then, like I said, you could easily add a little tag here that said All-Star Mom, Friend, Dad, Uncle, because the stamps are really great. I think I'm gonna add some stickers down here actually. I love this pinstripe for the card. I just thought, I love that. That was my favorite card of the kit, was this pinstripe design. Yeah, that looks cute, adding those. And so there you go. So there are 3 little candies. Remember, if you want to order this kit, go to fabulousstamper.com and click Paper Pumpkin and you can join and sign up. You can also have access to any of the refills after the kit comes out. So when the kit comes out, you can go on there and for $10, you can buy the refill. Now the refill does not come with the ink. It does not come with the block. It doesn't come with extra stamps. It just comes with the supplies to make the cards, including this one came with string and card bases and several different things. So yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much. All right. Bye.